My name is Shaun. I'm Career Advisor at the Center for Future Ready Graduates at NUS. So at CFG, we are a dedicated career services center, and we provide all kinds of different programs, services, and tools to guide students at NUS throughout your entire journey here at NUS when you join. And I say when because I know you'll join. I hope you'll join. We will definitely have an opportunity to speak at greater length if you have any questions after the session. So this session really will be a sharing of different programs and tools. I will walk you through it. But of course, along the way, also, if you have some questions, you can put it in the chat box because I'm not here all by myself today. I'm joined by my amazing colleagues who are in the background, helping out in the back end and also to take some of the questions that you may have. All right. So this morning, we have a very interesting question. We have a very interesting topic and questions to answer as well. That is career path. I know that career is a very big topic and sometimes very daunting one as well. And a lot of students that I meet as career advisor don't think about it or try not to think about it until they have to. But today, I'll share with you a roadmap and some of the tools that you can use when thinking about your career from very early on, even from the moment that you come here to NUS. Because here at the Center for Future Ready Graduates, we help you to succeed even from day one. And not only to help you when you have to find an internship or a job, right? So how do we do that? Again, my name is Shaun. I'm career advisor here. I work closely with students from Faculty of Law, as well as the College of Design and Engineering. All right. I'm not here again as the only career advisor. There are other career advisors, and I'll share a little bit more about them in a moment. Perhaps for those of you who are familiar with NUS or have been to NUS, CFG as the main office, we are at the Science, Faculty of Science area, our office, but then we are also definitely present in our satellite offices around the faculty in NUS. We have all kinds of resources and QR codes to share this morning. So these are just a few of the important ones to share at the beginning, but rest assured there'll be more resources to come. So our website, you can check it out after this talk. You can check out our YouTube channel. We have a lot of different resources. Our IG, of course, with different snippets of the happenings that have been ongoing at CFG or the Center for Future Ready Graduates. Okay, so let me start this morning's conversation first by thinking about your career, by asking you this very simple question. What are your concerns when you think about your future career? All right. And we have you can join by web. You can go to polev.com. You enter CFG NUS. So take all your phones out. Or even go to the browser right now on your computer, go to polev.com, enter CFG NUS, and tell me what comes to mind when you think about your future career. Thank you so much, John. So a lot of students come to us thinking that, look, I studied a certain program, right? But I don't know how to get there, right? I don't know how to go and apply for this job. Or sometimes I don't even know what job it is, right? I can only describe this job. I like to deal with people, for example. I like to deal with accounts. I like to deal with money, right? So that's something at CFG, through your career advisors and through our programs and tools, can help you figure out what job you want, right? What other things? Rising cost of living. Yes, it's so expensive. Singapore is getting so expensive year on year, right? Inflation. GST, bubble tea also has increased, right, in price. So all this creates stress and further stress and stress and stress, right? Mental health, and this also affects our mental health. Work environment and community. Yeah, so a lot of students get their first taste of the workplace when they do their internships, right? Especially students who come from JC have not had the chance to do an internship before this. So when they do an internship the first time, it's really an eye-opener, because then you get to realize, hey, it's very different from my studying days, right? Or from my lessons in school, because there's a different culture here, right? Some very positive, very engaging, very young culture, some very top-down hierarchical, very set in stone, right? So again, different people like different things, but yes, culture, career growth, right? So you start working in one role. How do you get to the top? Or how do you get to something else or to a different industry? How do you pivot, right? So all these are, I think, very, very good concerns and common concerns that students have, because when you have these concerns, you're actually thinking, right? And the first step to thinking about career is to think, right? So recession is another big thing that often we don't have control of, right? As students, is the economy and the different economic cycle that we live through. It's relevance of your education degree. So that's another one. Thank you, Mary. So people often say, do I even need an education, or do I even need a degree today, right? And how can it help me get to where I want to go? Is it still relevant? I've gotten all these questions before, trust me. And all of this, we have worked with students to find the answers, right? You don't know what's your interest. Do you choose a course just for the lucrative nature? So I've heard also of students, their first starting pay, right? Again, depending on industry, starts at 9,000, 10,000, right? 11,000 even. Some, which is more of the norm, around 3,000, 4,000 plus. So should I take a job that pays a lot, right? If I'm not interested in? All are good questions, right? So thank you all so much. Thank you for bringing up these very, very important questions. And we will address some of this when I share some of the programs that we have for you when you join NUS, okay? So to be very clear from the outset, when you become a student at NUS, you have access already to all our services, all our tools, all our programs, okay? And I had one student actually did ask me before, can I see you again, right? After the first time that the student had met me. And actually the student asked, do I need to pay money, right, to see you? So the answer is no. We are all included in your school fees, and you can meet us as many times as you need, right? So this is what I'm talking about when I say I meet students. So I'm not alone. I'm together with almost 30 career advisors at the Center for Future Ready Graduates. And each of us cover and work with students from different faculties and departments. So from day one itself, you will have a career advisor already, right? You don't have to go and hunt. Why? Because you scan this QR code, the list of career advisors together with the photos of all your career advisors are there on the website. And there are even instructions on how to book a session to meet us. Okay, what can we do for you? Well, we do anything career related. Commonly, what we normally do, so these are some of the questions that you all have raised earlier, right? Don't know what to do, right? Don't know what kind of job to take up. Career planning, right? And your career planning should begin from day one. Why? Because you will then have time to experience different things, to pick up new skills in order to get you to where you want to go at the end of your 4 or 5 years here at NUS, right? We also meet a lot of students who struggle so much with networking. Networking is like a bad word, right? When I say networking, a lot of people run away, right? Because they're very scared. Oh, how do I talk to strangers, right? So as career advisors, we also kind of give you tips and help you navigate through new situations that you may not have learned before in school, right? Mock interviews. So often students also have been invited to numerous interviews for jobs, for internships along the way, and you don't know how to navigate it. Not to worry, you're not alone. We are here. And of course, resume, right? We all start with a resume. Do you all have a resume or not? I hope you all have one. If not, don't worry. When you join NUS, we will help you. And we will craft a resume that's effective, that will be picked up by a recruiter or by the HR person or employer. And that will really, really enhance your chances of getting an internship or a job in future. So this is just a summary of what we do, but we do much, much more than this. We hold workshops, we hold programs, we hold career fairs, and all this I'll cover in a little bit, right? So be rest assured, we are all here for you. This is the latest data. I'm not sure if you all have seen this. you may have heard about this or read about this in the news, is the Graduate Employment Survey, latest one. It is carried out by the Ministry of Education. It assesses a few metrics, including employment numbers, salary numbers, and others of autonomous universities here in Singapore. This includes NUS. And this is the latest results, and we're seeing very good numbers here. 9 in 10 NUS graduates hired within 6 months. So we've worked very hard to help you get there and be part of these statistics, right? 99% employment in a few of our programs, actually, which is fantastic, right? Have you ever gotten 99% in any of your exams? Maybe some of you have. I've not. So higher starting salaries, another one. We all want to, as you all have shared, right? Things are getting so expensive, right? It's causing stress, etc. So higher starting salaries help as well, though it's not everything. There are also improved starting salaries in more than 35 courses. So all in all, good numbers. We'll continue to maintain and improve these numbers as you come in and join us at NUS. Okay? Now, very simple question here. I just wanted to run everyone's or wake everyone's minds up here. Let's see if you know how to answer this. Again, there's no right or wrong answer, yeah? So this is a scenario of a person named CV, right? So CV had been invited to an internship interview, and the employer asked CV, tell us about yourself, right? Have you been to interview? I think some of you may have been, right? So CV is in an internship interview, and the employer asked, tell us about yourself. Suddenly CV panicked and said, I love cats. My cat is blue. I don't know why my cat is blue, but CV's cat is blue. Hire me. I'm the best student. You don't need to pay me. Also, what time do I get to go home every day? Great. Thank you so much. I have answers here already. For others, please feel free to chime in and share your answers, right? Again, there's no wrong answer. So definitely, CV's answers are not relevant to the job. Yes. Why are you telling people about your cat? Why are you telling people your cat is blue, right? Why are you saying that you don't need to be paid? By the way, internships should be paid. We have a recommended amount that employees should pay our students. Also, what time do I get to go home every day? Well, I don't think that's what you want employees to know, right? To begin with. So what should CV be saying? Anyone here? Let's see if you all have it already, have the answers already. Anyone? Just take a guess. What should CV say instead? Let's give everyone 30 seconds. Short introduction, expresses interest. How would you fit into the role? Yes, thank you so much. That's correct. Personal experience related to the internship, strengths and weaknesses. Correct. So when you go for an internship interview, definitely you want employees to know. So the number one question on employees' mind is, are you relevant to the job, right? Are you relevant to the job? Do you have the skills or not for the job? How do I know if you have the skills? How do I know if you're interested in the job? I look at what you have done previously. Do you have any past internship experience? What's your CCA like, right? What type of subjects are you taking? Do you join any competitions or not, right? So what are you studying right now? Because all this indicates your interest, your suitability, and your potential for the job, right? So thank you all. All of you are great. I think, I'm not sure if you're parents or students, but if you're students, you definitely NUS material, right? So good. Thank you so much for sharing that. This is something that we guide students along, right? And it's just an example I wanted to share. And it's very common, actually, questions that we get from students on this. And this is the most common questions that employer asks as well, right? Tell us about yourself. So simple, yet so difficult. Good. Moving on. So what we have done, like I said from the beginning, we want you to prepare from the very beginning. And so we journey with you from day one at NUS. What we have done is we have created a roadmap for you. We call it our career readiness roadmap. But at the end of the day, it's planning. Planning so that you will have the skill sets, the know-how, the experience to get you through to where you want to go at the end of your 4th year. We are not here to tell you what to do. We are here to guide you, to give you the know-how and the skill sets and the experience. Yeah. So let me perhaps go through very quickly also some of the programs that you can look forward to when you join NUS, okay? And this is open to all students, yeah, from different majors and faculties. Career Catalyst. So this is something that, like I was saying in the question earlier, right? The internship interview question. So Career Catalyst, when you take it in your first year, we address all the important questions, right? All the important questions, including how to go for an interview, including how to score an internship, including how to ace your internship. But not just that, we start with thinking about your career pathway. So a lot of you were talking about career prospects as well, right? So, and oftentimes your degree that you're taking can take you to so many places, right? So, which is a good and a bad problem. The bad problem here is that don't know what to do. So thinking about it, right? Structure in a structured way, how to plan your career pathway. This is the program, or now we call it the course or the module, right? You can take it and we will run you through all these important topics. How to brand yourself, right? What is your brand right now? How to write a resume, how to write a cover letter, hearing from recruiters themselves, right? What they are looking for, not just what CFG is saying, what employers are saying, right? How to network, again, another bad word, how to make it a good word, right? And the list goes on, right? Now, what is good about our career roadmap here and the programs that we have designed for you? It's not just you take it and learn something, but at the same time, most of these programs that we offer here that you see also carries something called MCs, right? Or what we call units now, right? So every student at NUS need a certain number of units in order to graduate. And these units are obtained by taking subjects. So the good thing about our programs, many of them, are that when you take it, you also not just learn something and improve in terms of skill sets, knowledge, and experience, but also you get to fulfill your graduation requirement, right? So it's literally killing two birds with one stone here. What's there not to like, right? Now, if you have any questions, once again, more than welcome in the group chat here. Now, many of us are thinking about travel, right? All of you like traveling, right? Many of you have traveled? Have not traveled yet? Have not traveled? Yes? No? Okay, I assume everyone has. So, traveling is always fun, right? But most importantly, when you travel, you learn things. And so here at CFG, the Center for Future Ready Graduates, we have designed a program for you, right? A course for you called Industry Insights, Global Industry Insights. Every year, right? Every year we choose 2 countries to take students to those countries to learn about the prospects in those countries. So last year we went to Bangkok and Jakarta. We take students to meet senior management, C-suite people, right? Who work in different companies, including MNCs, we have SMEs, we have startups, non-profits, as well as international organizations. So it's around a week travel. We'll go with you. We'll take a group of students. You can choose which country you like to go. And there you will listen from, gain knowledge as to the opportunities, but also the potential headwinds. At the same time, you also learn about their culture and hear from the locals. And this is great. Why? Because it will prepare you in case you are interested to work overseas, but not just that, right? Because today we're all talking about global mindsets. You cannot think small anymore. You need to think big. Even if you decide to work here in Singapore, that's fine. But whatever that happens in your job, always have an international element, always have a global element. So it helps to understand, right, this upcoming and emerging markets that we choose or identify, and then to bring you there, okay? So, and the best part about this travel is that it's heavily subsidized by the Center for Future Ready Graduates. So you only pay a very small amount. A lot of it is subsidized because we truly believe that students should be exposed to global and regional trends as well. Yeah. So scan the QR code once again if you'd like to find out more information. There's just a lot on our website. I just wanted to highlight a few, okay? Now, bringing us all to this very real situation, right? Now, when you start working or when you start interning, you will realize one thing, that a lot of your skill sets that you have learned in school are being pushed to the limits, right? So at CFG, what we want for you, right, at NUS, what we want for you is not just to be able to get a job, not to just to get a good paying job, but to do well in the job, to succeed in that job, right? So we look beyond just getting a job. And how do you do that? So we have come up with a series of different courses under this course called Roots and Wings. We have not done it alone. We have partnered with the Department of Psychology. So this one you can also take even if you're not from the Department of Psychology, okay? You can take it because, and what is it really? It is a series of courses, right, that will help you develop soft skills for success, right? So for example, this is the example that we also hear, right? Suddenly, alamak, my boss asked me to present in front of a crowd of 300 people. Very nervous, which is normal, right? A lot of us have this nervousness. What to do? Anticipating the different challenges in the workplace, we have then designed different programs or courses here that will help you. This includes topics such as cultivating collaboration, how to work with people, right? So in terms of interpersonal skills, how to elevate it, how to make it even better, right? And a lot of this involves not just e-learning, right, by yourself, but involves a lot of interaction, a lot of group exchanges, so that we can learn the best techniques to enhance our soft skills to do even better and excel in the job once you have gotten it, right? So again, feel free to scan the QR code and read more about it, right? Again, it involves units, so you get units while picking up soft skills. Now, Career Booster is another program that we have, right? Career Booster, now this one doesn't carry any unit, but this is something that we have developed to help you improve or enhance your skills through different themes, right? One is advanced interview and assessment skills. So a lot of consulting jobs nowadays would require assessment centers as a mode of identifying potential candidates, right? So we also actually pay money, get external speakers to come and share with you guys on the best way to tackle this, right? So that's just one example. Now, there are other questions, right? For example, salary, the one you just answered, right? So some of you told me differing range, right? Some 10,000, some less, 5,000, 6,000. So quite realistic, I think. And so how do you negotiate your salary, right? What should you say? How do you go about it? Are there techniques and things like that? Now, on the topic of salary, I just wanted to say here that while salary is crucial and important in all that we do, right? Think also about what do you want to achieve in your career? How can this job lead me to other things I want to do, right? What about the culture? What about the fit? What about the people? What about the team that you are applying to? What about the environment? Do you like it, right? What are people saying? So many different factors, but don't worry about that too much yet now, because we are here to help you navigate through some of these questions, right? So industry insider. So lately one of the, and we refresh this, so every semester we have different types of workshops held within Career Booster. So for industry insider also, we have things and topics such as if you are not studying business, but then you want to go into a business related role, how to go about it, right? So these are different topics, once again, that we do cover. Workplace success skills. So again, I think it is a reality today that we have hybrid workplace. People are and will remain, I think, working partly in the office and partly at home. How to navigate that? How to still excel and be visible even, right, in these environments. So different topics. So be assured that we have you covered. That's the message here. This is a fairly new thing that we have done at the Center for Future Ready Graduates, and I think also a very important and timely one. So again, back to the topic of money, right? I think not having money is definitely a problem, especially if you don't have money to buy bubble tea, right? Very, very important. So what can you do now? While we talk about career, the finance part is very, very important and crucial when you think about your career journey and development, right? And we recognize this. That's why we have partnered with Play Mula, right? This company, which is also working towards educating youths about personal finance. So we have come up with a course, actually 2 courses within financial well-being. So if you're part of us, when you join us as students, you will also be able to take this course, right? Now, we all talk about getting good starting salary, but I think equally important is also how do you grow your wealth? How do you manage your money, right? Because you can be earning 30,000 a month, but you can also be spending 50,000 a month, right? So how do you manage your money? How do you grow your money? That's where we want to get you to, right? And so through these courses, right, you could learn a little bit about the concepts of personal finance, but also understand your relationship with money. A lot of us spend money or save money according to how we were brought up or according to our own experiences, right? So understanding that and understanding how to have emotional resilience when thinking about personal finance is very crucial. So we have come up with a course, 2 courses for you to take. How to, of course, understand as well the importance in the different asset classes, perhaps, right? Investment instruments that you might be interested in. So for example, equities, right? So you want to put your money in the stock market, right? Buy Tesla, buy Meta, and the list goes on, right? But can you take the risk, right? Because next day it'll drop 90%. Can you accept that risk, right? So understanding that and what are the different investment instruments is crucial. And that's something we'll talk about in this course, okay? Running through again, reaching towards the end already of my presentation, so please hang in there. Wanted to also share with you on another program that we have called Career Advancement. So remember I said that start early. Year 1, we have you covered right up to year 4. Now, as you grow from year 1 to year 4, your needs are very different. So people often think, oh, but I'm a student, right? So I can take, so my needs are always the same and there's only 1 or 2 workshops that I should attend. But no, we realize that year 3 and 4 are students who are already going out to the working world. And so the needs are slightly different. And year 3 and 4, you have already done numerous things in your CCAs. You may have gone for an exchange program. You might have gone for the NUS overseas college experience or different things, volunteered, etc. Now, how do you translate? How do you bring it all together? Your experience and to create the brand that you have, right? What is your brand? And that's the vital question because employers are looking for different brands according to different companies, according to different roles. So what is your brand? Taking this course, we address topics like that to help you prepare getting a job already, thinking about your brand, defining your brand. Now, when you start work in your first 90 days, how to excel, how to do well, because studying is very different from working. And we want you to be prepared. That's, I think, the key theme of today's sharing, right? Preparation. And we are here to prepare you through the different courses that we have. Once again, you get units that will help you graduate. So why not, right? Of course, we also design different programs for different needs, right? Of course, a female undergraduate student and women generally in the workforce have different experiences, right? And so different topics are also addressed in this course. For example, being more aware about what are the potential barriers, right? How to build your presence, how to perfect your pitch. And importantly, we also invite female leaders from different industries to share, mentor, and guide, right? Young female graduates, steering them towards success as well. Okay? So you get the idea now, what I've been sharing in the past 40 minutes or so, that we have personalized career advisory. That's people like me and my 29-30 colleagues who are with you from day 1. We have signature programs that help you build up your skill sets and prepare you for the workforce. and to be successful in it, not just to be prepared, but to be successful in it, right? We have all kinds of materials. If you go to our website, a lot of them you can already access, right? Even before meeting us. So that will help you in terms of accessibility as well. We also provide all kinds of resources to connect you with jobs and internships, and we have different tech tools. So I talk a little bit about these tech tools in yes, just about here, right? So we have continuously gotten better and better and more informative and extensive in terms of our tech offerings. So let me give you a few examples, yeah? So for example, right, you are a student now at NUS, then you're thinking about, oh, I want to do an internship. I want to look for a job. Yes, you can meet your career advisor. Besides that, what can you do? So we have platforms for this. We have job portals, right, such as NUS Talent Connect. Now, IaaS is a new tool or platform that we have. So it's called Internship as a Service. So you can find different internship opportunities here, but not just that, right? Because we always talk about, oh, you apply for something. But with IaaS, employers can also seek you out, right? Once you have created a profile, they can identify, oh, your profile looks interesting, right? We are gonna message you and ask if you're interested in a certain job, right? Not only that, not just full-time or rather internships that you commonly will do during the break, right? But during term time, there are also short projects that companies look for, right? For example, we just need help with designing something, right? And this will take 40 hours in total, right? So these are gig or short-term projects that are also on offering on our platform, NUS IaaS. This is our latest offering. Now, Career Plus is also like, it's an app that once you download and once you log in with your NUS credentials, it can tell you automatically, based on all the modules you're taking, what other modules can you be taking to be more ready and to be equipped comprehensively with the skills that are required. So it's a smart AI-driven app that we have here, right? And then Forage is another example, right? Forage is one that can give you experience, not just because sometimes we don't have enough time to do so many internships, right? So 1 year, maybe you have a chance to do 1, 2 internships, a lot already, right? What about those you just want to get a flavor of? You just want to experience what is the industry like, or what are the offerings of that industry. We have Forage. Forage is an online experiential program listed or prepared by different companies. So if you are, for example, interested in KPMG, what are they doing? So you click on KPMG, you go to our website and find Forage, and you see what type of offerings they have for you. It could be a project, it could be a module that you could run through to gain that experience and flavor, to see whether you like it or not, right? And to gain more knowledge in that industry or company. We have things like VMOC. VMOC is when you upload your CV and there's an AI-driven software that tells you what you have done, how well you have done in it, and also to give you feedback as to how you can improve on it. Case Coach is another example. This will prepare you for all the case interviews that you may encounter in your assessment. Again, it's often used by consulting companies, but increasingly more by others. Now, there is one called Connectors, right? I'm just going to breeze through here. And just to tell everyone about this platform. Why? Because one of the main problems, or rather two things that we have seen with students, right, is that one, there's often, because there's so much data outside there, so much network, so much people to talk to, don't know who to talk to, don't know how to start, right? And second, students only apply previously to jobs that they see online available. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of the jobs are actually hidden. In other words, you don't know it's out there because it's not advertised. You need to talk to people, right? So what NUS and CFG has done is we have created a dedicated platform called Connect Us. It is exclusive to the NUS community, current students, and alumni. We have 17,000 or even more users already on this platform. And what you can do, unlike other social networking platforms where you might have to pay money to send messages to people you are not connected to, this is an exclusive platform where you can actually already from day one, once you register an account, reach out to people get to know people. You might see a senior who is doing something that's really, really interesting and relevant to you, right? Somewhere you want to go. Feel free to reach out because they are there to be connected with you. We also have multiple different posts, platforms, forums, all kinds of things happening, upcoming events on connectors. So it is definitely a social networking, but also a resource for NUS students once you join us, okay? So this is something I've mentioned already. Now, career fairs, every year we hold this career fair, not just one, we hold multiple career fairs. One of our flagship is called Career Fest, F-E-S-T. We just recently held it, 300 employers, right? Thousands of students attended. Why? Because we believe it's so important to bring opportunities to your doorstep, right? For students to meet the employers, to understand what's required, to put in their CV, to be noticed, right? And we also have a lot of freebies. You all like freebies, right? So we have a lot really here. And we even had a robot that's making coffee at the event itself. And on the far left of this slide, you will see CV. CV is our mascot, not the one that was involved in the earlier hypothetical question. But anyway, so we also have career fairs in your faculties, in your respective faculties, right? Many career fairs that are being held often, yeah? So that's something to take away with. And finally, I think in my last few slides, just wanted to also say that internships are something that students are encouraged to do, and we really help students to secure them. And the reason for this is because internships not just help you as a student gain perspective and experience in the industry, but also it can actually broaden your networks and help you secure a full-time role, because a lot of students actually get converted once they have done an internship, right? So these are some examples: JP Morgan, Citi, Accenture, GIC, ByteDance, and the list goes on, right? These are just major companies, right? And increasingly every year, the number is increasing. So we'll continue doing what is right, and we'll do even better by creating multiple platforms, opportunities, and tools and programs to continually help you as you journey with us at NUS. Okay. Company networking, recruitment events, create plenty of that for you. There's just so much happening in university. I can't even keep track, right? But it's all on our website, not to worry. And your career advisor, your dedicated career advisor will reach out to you to tell you about these happenings, right? Multiple company visits, virtual, physical, you name it, we have it. More than 600 employer events in the past year already, right? And they continue to increase. For those who are also interested in going global, of course, and planning to go global, we also have a global mentorship program that we run each year, where we pair students up with mentors who have worked overseas or is working overseas, to help students to expand their mindset, but also learn of the different opportunities available globally. So I think I will just stop here, because I want to allow you to ask questions that you have in mind after listening to me for such a long time. This is just a QR code, once again, to our website. We have a report as well, summarizing all our happenings as well as initiatives. So you can scan the QR code and visit and read this after the session. Yeah. Finally, before we get to Q&A, of course, you won't just see us virtually here, but we will also be physically present at U-Town or University Town on the 4th of March 2023. We also have workshops, and importantly, we have freebies, I was told. So do come visit us. Do come and say hi. We have different activities there. And if you have any questions beyond today, feel free also to come and meet us and ask. Okay, we have workshops on exploring your career interests. So some of you told me, right, don't know what to do, right? What's your career interest, right? And another point is internships and gigs. How many should you do internships? How do you secure them? What type of gigs? What type of internships? Things like that, right? We'll address all of it there. This is a feedback form. I'll just leave it here as we speak. I think now it's time for Q&A. In the meantime, do scan the QR code. Let us know how we did today. If you have any suggestions to improve, or if you enjoyed certain things, do let us know. Again, we are here for you. We really do hope that you join us at NUS so that we can journey with you and support you as you think about your future. Yeah.